Tonight's top story, a massive fire has erupted at a fuel warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Firefighters are currently battling the blaze.
In the cold dawn of November 13th, a shadow descended upon Eastern Europe. Russian forces, equipped with the might of decades of military buildup, rolled across Ukraine's borders. Cities that once woke to the sound of morning bells now trembled under the thunder of artillery. The world watched. Allies' explosions lit the skyline of Kyiv, Kharkiv, and Mariupol. Families fled into the night, soldiers rushed to their positions, and a nation stood at the edge of annihilation. But in that darkness, something awakened. A fierce determination, a promise whispered across the fields of Ukraine: we will not fall. Within weeks, what many believed would be a swift Russian victory turned into a fierce and relentless resistance. Ukraine's soldiers, farmers, engineers, and students all took up arms. They built defenses out of burnt cars and broken bricks. They turned abandoned factories into strongholds. They became the shield that stood between tyranny and freedom. While missiles rained from the skies, Ukraine's intelligence network began to grow, quietly, strategically, invisibly. Unknown to the world, a secret war had already begun behind the front lines. A war not fought with tanks or planes, but with data, satellites, and whispers in the dark. Ukrainian intelligence agents worked hand in hand with cyber units and NATO allies. Every intercepted message, every drone photograph, every movement of a convoy, it all became a piece of a vast puzzle. They started noticing something strange. Massive convoys of Russian trucks moving not toward the front lines, but deep into occupied territories. Unusual construction activities near the Donetsk region, and satellite anomalies showing heat signatures underground. Something large, hidden, alive. For months, these patterns repeated. Convoys entered but never came out. Fuel shipments disappeared without trace. It became clear to Ukrainian command Russia was hiding something big, something more than just supply lines, something secret. Intelligence briefings began circulating through Kyiv's defense headquarters. Possible underground facility, one report read. High probability of weapons storage, restricted communication zone. The question was no longer if, but where. Allies' summer turned into autumn. Drones began flying deeper behind enemy lines. Pilots risked everything, navigating through anti-air defenses just to capture a few frames of truth. What they found would shock the world. Hidden beneath what looked like an abandoned industrial complex, deep within the Donetsk region, lay a network of fortified tunnels, bunkers, and warehouses. The markings on the vehicles confirmed it. This was no ordinary base. It was a classified Russian weapons depot, storing tanks, armored vehicles, precision missiles, and advanced communication systems. A fortress of steel and secrecy, guarded by thousands of soldiers and reinforced concrete. Ukraine had found the heart of Russia's war machine. But discovery was only the beginning, for what came next would change the course of the war forever. Dawn broke over eastern Ukraine, fires still burning. Black smoke billowed into the pale November sky, marking the ruins of Russia's supposedly invincible drone fortress. Satellite imagery confirmed the destruction. Dozens of Shahed drones destroyed, storage bunkers destroyed, and command vehicles reduced to ashes. But in Moscow, the mood was anything but calm. Inside the Kremlin, generals and intelligence chiefs gathered for a tense emergency meeting. The room was silent, except for the hum of a projector displaying aerial photographs, indisputable evidence of the Ukrainian offensive's success. The Kremlin was silent for days. Then, suddenly, the silence broke. On November 16th, Russian state media broadcast a chilling announcement. Operation Reclaim has commenced. The words echoed across Moscow, filling newsrooms, command centers, and the endless corridors of propaganda. The operation's purpose was simple: vengeance. Its goal, to erase Ukraine's recent victory and restore the image of Russian power. But behind the scenes, Operation Reclaim was far more sinister. Russian cyber units were mobilized first. Waves of digital attacks crashed against Ukraine's power grid, communication networks, and transportation systems. Banks flickered offline. Traffic lights went dark. In some cities, the internet itself vanished overnight. Yet, Ukraine had learned from the past. The lessons of 2022, when massive blackouts crippled cities, had forged a new generation of cyber defenders. Within hours, Ukrainian specialists countered the assault, rerouting power through backup systems and isolating infected servers. The digital war was fierce, silent, and invisible, but Ukraine held the line. Then came the missiles. At dawn, explosions thundered across the skies of Kyiv, Odessa, and Lviv. Russia had unleashed a new wave of Kaliber and Iskander missiles targeting power stations and ammunition factories. Flames erupted across industrial zones. Air raid sirens howled endlessly. But this time, something was different. Ukraine's newly upgraded air defense systems, Patriot, Iris-T, and NASAMS, roared to life. In a dazzling display of precision, Ukrainian gunners intercepted wave after wave of incoming missiles. Out of 60 Russian missiles, 49 were destroyed mid-air. The remaining few hit empty fields and abandoned warehouses. The Kremlin had spent millions of dollars for almost nothing. Still, the propaganda machine spun the event as a massive success. State TV broadcasted images of old explosions, passing them off as new strikes. The Russian people were told that their revenge had been achieved. But inside Russia's intelligence circles, panic was growing. The operation had failed to deliver results. Meanwhile, Ukraine's allies began to respond. Germany, the United Kingdom, and the United States announced new aid packages. Not just weapons, but technology. AI-assisted targeting systems, drone swarms, and satellite uplinks were being deployed to the front lines. For every missile Russia fired, Ukraine answered with smarter precision. And in the fog of war, new heroes began to rise. Cyber warriors, drone pilots, and frontline scouts whose names would never be known, but whose actions would shape the battlefield forever. Operation Reclaim was supposed to break Ukraine's spirit. Instead, it united the nation even more. In underground shelters, people sang songs of freedom. Soldiers shared power banks with civilians, laughter echoing through candlelit tunnels. Hope, once fragile, was becoming unbreakable. But the Kremlin wasn't done yet. A second phase of Operation Reclaim was already in motion, one that reached far beyond missiles or cyber warfare. Deep in a secret facility near Rostov, Russian engineers were assembling something unprecedented: a new generation of autonomous drones, armed with AI-driven targeting systems. If deployed, they and Ala'i Salam winter storms swept across Eastern Europe. Both sides braced for what was coming. The war was entering a new era, a war not just of